Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo. It keeps happening. In the next few hours, 29th, 30th, 31st, we should be coming to the end of the transfer season. This transfer season has, I think I don't know, I think it's been a tales of the unexpected. It's been surprises over surprises. It's been movement, immovable objects that were thought that have, that has moved and continue to move. Speculation and surprises. I tell you, the biggest of them all we thought was when Messi moved from his natural habitat, Barcelona, and moved on to PSG. We thought nothing will beat that. I will look at the stats, we look at the figure, we look at the impact it has on world sports, not just on football. Then it happened. But at the end of the season, people saw Cristiano Ronaldo packing his things and loading them, going back to Lisbon. He was going back to Portugal. And they said, oh, the man is leaving. But when the season started, he was still there. And on he came in as a substitute in one of the matches. And then the speculation started. The man is moving. And where is he going to? He is not going to PSG. He is not going to Bayern. He is not even going back to Real Madrid, because those were supposed to be his destinations. And then somewhere along the line, he was going back to Manchester. Manchester, yes, but not the red side. He was going to Man City. And I tell you, there was gloom. There was gloom at Old Trafford. It was disbelief. You can see that on the faces of the supporters of Manchester United. Why? Why would he do that? Why would he go to City of all places? He is our legend. He's done this for us. We've done this for him. We brought him up. We nurtured him. We made him who he is. And today, he's going back to City. And then, suddenly, they said there were calls. Bruno became an agent. And Alex Ferguson said, I am your grandfather, not just your father. Why are you going to do this to me while I'm still alive? And suddenly, the news changed. The fans who have burnt his jersey were now regretting. Because I tell you, the biggest news today is that Cristiano Ronaldo has agreed to return to Old Trafford 12 years after he left, for Real Madrid. What will be the second coming? How is it going to look like? What are the expectations on both sides, on the part of the player and the fans? Is United now favorite to win the league? His presence there at 36, will he boast? Is it the same Ronaldo? Knowing fully well that even when he left Juve did not win the league last season. But then the stocks are speaking. 212 million pounds, a rise within hours of his signing. Manchester United Instagram page boosted by 2 million followers within the last 24 hours. And I tell you, the surge was there. Over 1,500,000 likes on Twitter of saying, welcome home. What kind of a pool is this? Never seen. The Ronaldo effect is what you will discuss when we come to you. It's going to be the fans' table today. I tell you, this transfer season, we don't know. Will the Mbappe transfer also happen? We're going to link that. But then, all sports, it's a weekend packed with sports, sporting activities everywhere. Sometimes you look at yourself, you tell you, where do you start from? Okay, let us start from, we just talked about Ronaldo, and then it's a question of, who is going home. So we shall still look at them, because you remember Lukaku went home, and now Cristiano Ronaldo is coming home. And another man that is going home, is also William. He is leaving Arsenal. He has 2 years left on his contract at £240 per week, but he says, I don't need the money. You can have it. I'm getting myself out of 20 million he's giving to Arsenal because he wants to return to his hometown club. He's going back to Brazil. He's going back to Corinthians, and he's taking about 70% pay cut. I tell you, calculate that. 70% out of that will tell you how much he is going to. Probably he's earning about £72,000 per week instead of £240,000, and he left 20 million for Arsenal. I'm not dragging you. I'm not taking it, and I tell you, they are going home. So there's our sons will be coming back home. They'll be coming back home to be paid. They'll be coming back home for us to see, for us to enjoy them before they retire from football. And that is exactly what is going on. But then, let's move on. We also let you know that the Tigers are right there, and they are doing all they can. And the Afro basket, they beat Mali by 81-73 in their first match, and they also beat Kenya in their second match by 71 baskets to 55. So I tell you, qualification is not the issue. How far we can go. Remember when because it's the NBA season, most of the stars were not called up, but right there, those who are there are doing justice, to the Tigers color, the green, white, green jersey that they are putting on. All the leagues have started. The EPL have started. We look at the results because for some teams it is going on well. The controversy is also there. Liverpool taking on Chelsea yesterday, and then of course it is not. You cannot when they clash rule out certain things. Did the ball touch the part of the body before it touched the hand? Was it a clear and obvious foul that denied Liverpool a goal? Was the penalty okay? Was it double jeopardy after the penalty? Is it also right to give them a red card? Those are the issues. But then the credentials for Chelsea did rise after 45 minutes in the first half. They got a red card. They survived the second 45 to pick a valuable point out of that den called Anfield. So we'll look at how it is. The permutations are there. They also will be there on which team at the end of May will go home with that ultimate diadem called the APL trophy. So we'll look at results from the La Liga, from the APL, Bundesliga, and also the Serie A. Of course, today, Lionel Messi will be starting his first match against for PSG against Reims. So all eyes will also be fixed in Paris and see what that will turn out for. The beach soccer World Cup is also going on. Today is the finals. It will be played between the Russian Federation. Russia will be taking on Japan. They beat Senegal, while Russia beat Switzerland. So it will be Russia versus Russia taking on Japan in the finals of the World Beach Soccer Tournament going on right there in Russia. So. But that is the story for Africa is that Senegal did get to the semi-final. That Senegal qualified for the World Cup semi-final beach soccer. It is in no mean feat. Remember in 2002 when the Bruno Metsu-led boys went up right there up to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Their beach soccer counterpart also doing it now, getting to the semi-final. Pet Seca. The other time it was they followed the footsteps of or the footprints set by Cameroon, but right now they are also set their own. They say this is the target for our beach soccer team. When next we go to the beach soccer, we say Senegal has gone into the semi-final. How far can we go? They lost 2-5 to Japan, while Russia defeated Switzerland on penalties. It ended 5-5 at full time, and at extra their penalties it was 5-4 by Russia. So that is the thing. And then it is not too much for us to also look at Formula One, because the race is out there. Qualifiers are Verstappen on pole, but then you can see when you look there, you can only see Hamilton on third, leading by just about 8 points. We are looking for a photo finish this year. It's going to go to the wire, bearing accidents and and all those incidents that come in, because it is a high risk sport. So today we'll go to the Belgian Grand Prix, and then we'll find out who will emerge top. The Super Eagles, the World Cup qualifiers, the Qatar 2022 is starting over the next weekend. So Nigeria will have our first match against Liberia right there at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. We did say, okay, let us see if we can have our 12,000 fans. But FIFA says no, you can only have 5,000 fans for that. So let's see. But then you have to be fully, I don't know if that caveat is there, if you have to be fully vaccinated, because that is also what they are saying at the U.S. Open that starts tomorrow, that, the fans must be fully vaccinated. If you don't have your vaccines, you can't go there. So that is, we are living in a new world where if say, okay, fine, intentionally you don't want to get vaccinated, you cannot infect others. You cannot be vulnerable to the transmission of the COVID-19. So get yourself protected, protect yourself and protect others, and that is the rule. And one man, Andy Murray, is also saying, if now you're asking the fans to do that, how come the players who say they are not going to get the vaccines are not, are allowed to play? And then this is also part of the, those discussions that we shall look at with my guys, and then when we open the lines to you. But then, it is good to start somewhere, and the best place to start probably has to be Moscow. Sorry, not Moscow. We are going back to Tokyo, not Moscow, going back to Tokyo, where, as usual, we told you last week that they won't disappoint. The Paralympians won't disappoint. When we go to the Paralympic Games, there we are sure, we are not just sure of medals, we are sure of gold medals. Because as at this morning, we had just 1 gold and 2 silver. So we were saying, how far can we go? But right now, I tell you, another gold has just come in, and we have 2 gold medals. Now, I want to see if it is possible for us to go to Japan, to go to Tokyo, and see if we can get updates. If we can get updates from there, I want to see if it is possible for us to do that. If we can get updates from. Is it? Can we get updates from there? No, it's not ready. Okay. All right. So let us see, because that is it. Yes. When Nigeria is there, you are sure that this at least will do us proud. The Nigerian anthem is being sung right there for the second time in Tokyo. We came back earlier on with a silver and a bronze in at the Summer Olympics, but this time around, the second time, our anthem is there. So arise, O compatriots. That is the flag being raised. That is the anthem being sung, and I tell you, there will be many more. There will be many more before the end of the competition. We just be assured that yes, we have been we have been well represented. We have been excellently represented right there in Tokyo. So we will still okay. Let us see. She's getting the medal, and she's getting half class. And I tell you, on behalf of Nigeria, Omola is doing that. You cannot beat this. This is the best in the world. At the Olympics is the highest level you can go to. You can't go beyond this. So when it goes, all right. Let's hear them from Tokyo.
Of Nigeria. 皆様、ナイジェリア国歌の演奏です。
Wow. Sometimes people don't underrate certain things. I don't know how significant it is when your national anthem is being sung before the whole world. When I say the whole world, remember, that is not me. That is Muhammad Ali. Said the whole world. And that is what you are seeing there. Let's see if we can take the results of the league first. Let's go back to the EPL. But when we are ready, we'll go to Tokyo. Well, let's start by taking all the results of what happened yesterday. It was not too good for Arsenal, now, because sometimes we can look at this result and say Arsenal lost 5-0, but then each each game is peculiar. Arteta took this team to Etihad, and okay, that is the result. We'll look at it one after the other. That was Manchester City 5-0 Arsenal. Aston Villa drew 1-1 with Brentford. Brentford are unbeaten. They played 3 matches and they have 5 points. But Manchester City, of course, haven't lost the first match to Tottenham. I've won the last 2 matches 5-0, 5-0. And Arsenal, by this virtue, are bottom of the league. They've played 3 matches and lost all 3, conceded 9, and have not scored a single goal. It looks pathetic, but it is not irredeemable. Last season, United also had similar cases where they lost about 3. I think 3 of the they got just a point or so from their first 4 home matches, but then they finished second in the league. Man City even started poorly last season and won the league. I'm not holding brief for Arteta, but it is better for us to look at what these things are in the right context. Brighton lost 2-0 to Everton at home, while Newcastle with Southampton played a 2-2 draw. Norwich, Leicester, that's another match. Leicester going in front, then Norwich equalizing, and Leicester scoring again. And for the Kelechi and the boys. West Ham and Crystal Palace, 2-2. Well, that is the match. Liverpool won, Chelsea won. Crystal Palace also, they're picking their second point, 2 draws. And I think they've been playing derbies because they're getting those 1 points, trying to scramble it. They got that point from Brentford and said, we are not doing this. Patrick Vieira says, what can I do for this team? After the great Roy Hodgson left the club. So let's see his managerial career, 2 points from the first 3 matches, a survival time for them. But he's saying, I know the boys I have, they are doing well. Then Liverpool are taking on Chelsea. That match ended 1-1. The two coaches were former Borussia Dortmund coaches. They came from, they are Germans. So they know where they are coming from. They understand themselves. They have the same DNA that is flowing in their veins. Then you look at Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk creating that record since he joined the club. Liverpool has never lost a match in Anfield featuring Virgil van Dijk. So you tell you how that this man is a colossus. This man is the stability. This man is the man that has now knitted that Liverpool and making them this fearful venture that they are. They've won the league. They've won the Champions League. And then last season when he was injured, we saw what happened to Liverpool. But he's back now. But this match said much about Chelsea. Where 1 man down, just like Arsenal were 1 man down, but then Arsenal had no bench. Compare that to Chelsea and also the tactical acumen of Thomas Tuchel, and that is why they were able to survive the onslaught at Anfield and picked up that valuable draw. So it is better when you lose 3 points to your opponent, somebody who both of you are contesting for the title. But this time around, it is honors even, honors shared, and both of them shook hands. They laughed about it because it was no victor, no vanquished. So. That is the APL. And today's fixtures for the English Premier League. Burnley will be taking on Leeds United, Leeds by the Mercurian coach. So let us see what they are doing. An exciting side to watch. Burnley have just been there surviving. They played, I think, 2 seasons ago, they were able to qualify for Europe in the last season earlier on, but then they went down at the end of the day. They barely survived. And let's see what is going to happen in this new season. Tottenham, they are the only team that can go 100%. If they beat Watford today, it will be 3 wins from 3. So it is not too bad. It is not too bad. I love that man, Nuno Espirito de Santos. I love his name. His name is musical. And Manchester United, of course, that you saw, they will play Wolves. But this that is the league table for you. West Ham. On top, unbelievable. At a point, they were 9 points. They were 9 points before that equalizing goal came in. So West Ham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton are all on 7 points. I tell you this, it is hitting up. Man City haven't lost their first match. Won the other 2, and they're on 6 points. And that is the top 5 for you in England. Today, United will be saying if they can also join the 7-point club, that they can pick maximum points, at Wolves. But then no team is a pushover in this particular league. So let's say maybe the Ronaldo effect will there, but Ronaldo will not be playing. He will not be playing today. He's still doing his. I don't know. He's still doing his medical. He's doing his medical at Lisbon. He's in Lisbon. He's doing his medical and not in England. So let's see what that will be. So from there, let's move to the next league. If we can go to the La Liga and see what happened yesterday, it was not a sweet music for Real Madrid. Okay, Mallorca beating Espanyol by 1-0. Valencia thumped Deportivo Alaves by 3-0. Alaves, I don't know, from last year to this year, it is still the same whole story. Celta Vigo lost at home to Athletic Bilbao. And Elche, yes, they drew 1-1 with the high-flying Sevilla. Moving on, yes, that is what we are talking about here. Real Sociedad did beat Levante. Betis, the team of the former team of George Finidi, Real Madrid went there and won. Sorry, won 0-1. I beg to say they won that match by 0-1. They didn't lose. It was Real Betis 0, Real Madrid 1. It is which of them is more real? Let's see what today will look like. In today's fixtures, Barcelona will take on Getafe. Cadiz will take on Osasuna. Rayo Vallecano will take on Granada. And Atletico Madrid will take on Villarreal. So those are the fixtures. Let us see if we can take a glimpse at the table. I think they've played how many matches now? 2 or 3 matches. Let's see at the table and see who is there. Yes, the same thing, almost what we have in the EPL. Madrid at the top, followed by Sevilla, Valencia, and Mallorca. And they are all on 7 points, separated by goal difference. And then Atletico Madrid on 6 points, but they've played 2 matches. Probably when they play the 3rd match, we'll see where they are going. That is the Spanish La Liga. Barcelona without Messi, the post-Messi years. Let's see how it is going to look like for them. Of course, they did have Depay. Coutinho is back. We don't know about Dembele. I don't know what is happening to him. The old liners, the Catalans, are still there. Gerard Piqué, Busquets. Some of those, they are there. And their French connection are also there. All right. Want to go on a very short break. And when we come back, we're going to open the lines, or we'll go to Moscow, and we'll go to Tokyo. So you stay with us. Okay, you're welcome back. We're taking the results of the leagues. We've gone to England. We've gone to Spain. So let's see, where do we go next? Let's go to Italy and see if we can get the results of the league there. Okay, I think that was where I was trying to get that done. Post Ronaldo and post whatever. Okay, that is Udinese beating Venezia by 3 goals to nothing in their match yesterday. Verona lost at home 1-3 to Inter. Atalanta drew with Bologna. That is something because Atalanta is a free scoring side, while Lazio thumped Spezia by 6 goals to 1. 6 goals to 1. That is how that one ended. So those are the results. Let's see okay, there are still more results. Fiorentina did beat Torino 2-1. Why, yeah, that is the earthquake I was talking about. Juve and Juventus lost 0-1 to Empoli. That goal was scored early. So they did all they can, but they couldn't equalize, and that was the shocker that came out of Italy yesterday. I don't know how that leaves them on the table in Italy after that loss. But let's look at today's fixtures first. Of course, Genoa will take on Napoli. Let's see, Osimhen. Osimhen, I think he's still having his because he had a red card in the last match that they played. So I don't see him playing today. Sassuolo take on Sampdoria. Milan will take on Cagliari. While Salernitana, that is where our young man went to, we take on Jose Mourinho's Roma. So those are today's fixtures. And the table, can we have the table for the Serie A? And we have the table for Serie A. Because Lazio is on top. Okay. All right, Lazio is on top, followed by Inter. They're on 6 points, while Udinese and Bologna are on 4 points each. But I'm being told that, yes, we can now go to, I'm not going to say Moscow now, I'm going to go to Tokyo and meet Fred Edore. Fred Edore is there. He went with the team, he's following the team, and then he's going to give us the update of what is happening there. Hello, Fred.
Yeah, good afternoon, Nigeria.
Yeah, good afternoon. Is it still afternoon in Tokyo, or is late afternoon, early evening? I know you guys are far ahead of us, 8 hours.
Well, I said good afternoon, Nigeria. Actually, it's about 9 p.m. here in Tokyo.
9 p.m. Wow. Of course, because you guys are over 8 hours plus. So what has been happening in our camp right there? Can Nigerians want to hear what the good news is?
I think our camp is right now the pride of the Olympics, so to speak. It's not only because we won gold, but when you set a Paralympic medal, a Paralympic record, then I think you should be the center of attraction, and that is the issue right now. We won gold and we won it in style with a Paralympic record, and that's coming from Bose Omolayo, doing 141 kg. None of the contestants got close. It was a simple blast, and then she showed that she was in a class of her own. And I think if you are the Moscow International, Tokyo International Forum, all eyes were on Nigeria, and that moment where the athlete is there and they are singing the national anthem of your country, you cannot but just be so proud.
Cannot but just be so proud when the anthem of your country is being played, Fred. I don't know, even those of us here in Lagos, when we are watching it, and then you say, yes, this is the ultimate. Where are we now? We were 32nd at the table this morning. How far have we gone?
I think it's too early for us to begin to count, what position we are on the log.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have more gold coming. We are still digging as it is. When you come to mining, we mined our first gold some 2 days ago.
Yes.
We got bronze, 2 bronze yesterday. It looked like we were feeling not too happy because Lucia GK, for instance, was actually primed for gold, and we are not too happy. But I think it's not even a consolation. We reestablished ourselves today when we got gold, and then got a Paralympic record to go with it. So tomorrow we have more powerlifters coming. We also have some of our athletes going for para-athletics, and we're likely also to have some medals. So if you begin to want to plot us on the log, I think that you are just hasty. I will say to Nigerians, calm down.
Calm down.
Cool temper. Calm down, cool temper. The Nigerian spirit. You saw the Nigerian girl yesterday who won silver, and she was crying.
Yes.
She was crying, not because she wasn't happy that she won a medal, but she wanted something different for her country. She also wanted that they sing that national anthem, and the whole Paralympic movement in the world will stand up on account of Nigeria and sing the national anthem. That's why she was crying. Was so innocent, so patriotic. And that is the kind of athletes we have right now in camp. People who are ready to do it for Nigeria, and I think it's a message to all of us. People are standing up, their athletes are standing up. They want to put in everything they have to make sure that we come out tops, at least in the sports that we're involved in. And it's fantastic.
In the sports that you said, in spite of everything.
I qualified it.
Yes, in spite of their challenges, in spite of their personal challenges, Fred. You say this Nigerians are saying the Nigerian name must be in the world map of sports, and they are doing just that. You said today there will be some athletic events. What events do we have today?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, okay.
We actually.
Okay, because you are already 9 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. We're going to have athletics. In discourse, I think that's F-15. We have 2 athletes there, Chitiro and Njideka. They will be performing. Of course, we'll also be having Loretta Onye coming up a day or 2 after. So we are sure to pick some medals in para-athletics. But we are still hunting in powerlifting. The only place that we didn't do so well is in the rowing. Of course, it's our first entry, and not disappointed at all. Ijoma showed that he can do it. This is his first Olympics, and when he gets into the groove, I think it's a promise for Nigeria.
It's a promise of Nigeria. That is another federation we should be clapping our hands for. The Curling and Rowing Federation. They were there in the Summer Olympics a few weeks back, and they are also there in the Para, telling me that these are focused. They are not crying that the funds are not there. They are making do with what they have, and they are doing us well. I want to ask about a personal. I have a personal friend. I know they are not all my friends. Nnamdi Innocent, the weightlifter. You were talking about what happened to him. He was trying to lift the 200 kg. What happened to Nnamdi?
I think sometimes, there's a lot of weight that goes on when it comes to powerlifting, especially when it comes to the booking of weight. And the athletes try to push themselves, so somebody can go book a weight that's probably above his class.
Okay.
That will force the opponent to go and book another weight and all that. So we saw a lot of athletes involved in that. Innocent, unfortunately, got himself involved. He started with 200 kg. He couldn't lift it all through. But this Innocent is somebody that could easily lift maybe 198 and so on. We felt that he should probably have booked his first attempt at 195 because the guy who won silver, the guy who won silver got the silver with 191. And that is just a piece of cake ordinarily for Innocent. So we thought that maybe it should have progressed, that there will have been a systematic progression from maybe 195 to 200. At that point, your arms will have been warm enough to stand them, and then you can go from 200 to 210 or 215, as the case may be. But you probably booked something from your first attempt. I think Landy had done 195 from his first attempt. It was a short silver for us. But I think we are learning from all this because Bosse's movement today was simply fantastic. It was class, and she just did all her attempts correctly and successfully, and there was nothing to compare.
And you also add that Bosse is a world record holder.
Of course. No, well, Paralympic record holder. She attempted the world record.
Paralympic record, Olympic record holder. Okay, all right. So let's get that straight. Okay, I think any other highlights that we should be looking forward to.
Well, not more. Just to, I think Nigerians should be prepared to celebrate these great athletes that have great wings when they are coming back because they're making us proud here. They will return home in a blaze of glory. And I think that Nigerians should be ready to welcome them and let us expand the Paralympic movement. Let us open more platforms for more physically challenged people to get involved. And we should also be thinking of how we can expand our entries as we look ahead to Paris 2024. Because this Olympics, we have been able to add rowing to the 3 that we used to go. And I think that towards 2024, we should be thinking about taking at least 7 sports. That means that we need to improve on other para sports so that we can provide more opportunity for our physically challenged persons to also shine in the world.
Thank you very much, Fred. I hope we still get back to you before you come back to Lagos with all the good news. Thank you very much, Fred.
My pleasure, and say hello to everybody in channel, sir.
Okay, they will hear you. They will hear you. That's Fred Edore reaching us right there in Tokyo. He's following the teams. He's been following the Paralympic team. He's been following the amputee footballers. He is a sports journalist and he's a crusader. I say that here with all sense of responsibility. And like he is saying it, these are para athletes. They have challenges. They have challenges not like what other normal persons have. Challenges of existence, challenges of eking out a living, challenges of before you say you want to go and train, and participate, and contest against other persons from other climes who have everything that they have. They have accommodation challenges. They have job challenges. They have education challenges and all these things. So we are saying, look, they've been doing us proud. It is not just ask what you can do for your country. Now we are asking what can your country, what can society do for them? When they come back and they and their other colleagues, let's see what is going to happen. Let's go because Uche is on the line. You caught me there. The numbers will also be on the screen so others can participate in this. Hello, Uche. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where are your colleagues now? You are the only one there today.
the roads were not smiling. I think some of them are still on their way. Probably before the end of the show, they will enter the studio. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to comment on the Paralympics, and while it is good to encourage our athletes,
Yeah.
they are doing well there. I find it difficult to work up any enthusiasm. Don't get me wrong, they are doing well. But why is it that Nigeria always does well only in the Paralympics or age grade competition? Why are we not doing well in the regular Olympics, for instance?
Okay.
I find it baffling. All encouragement to our Paralympic athletes. It is good for them to excel, and do well in their personal endeavor. But as a country, I'm not talking as an individual, as a country, how can we translate the excellent performances from the Paralympics to the regular Olympics? That's my thought.
Yeah. Uche, I think when we finish with the Paralympic Games, we intend doing something on this show, doing a post-analysis, a post-mortem of how it has been, and compare it, like we said. There is a benchmark we've been using, and that is Great Britain. Nigeria, Great Britain from 1996 till date in the past Olympics. What did they do? How did they move from being below Nigeria to being among the superpowers of world sport at the Olympics, being in the top 4 consistently, while we languish in 60, 61? And those are the things that we want to look at. We'll do that after, in the next 2 or 3 shows. I bet you we would have done it if not for everything that is coming up now. But we are planning it. And it will be something for us to look at and maybe have a template on which we can build our sports on.
All right, then. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Uche.
And say hello to your colleagues when they eventually arrive.
They will arrive. They will arrive. Thank you, Uche. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So those are, like we said, that is Fred Edore. He's telling us this, and like it is not that. We're still looking about the issue, like I said, of the amputee footballers. We're looking about our Paralympians, and then it has to be mass participation. The first prerequisite for success in any sport is mass participation. When people take to it freely, that is where you get it. Sometimes it is not even those you are looking out for, those that you come out and say how. I love the buzz in Bayelsa now. I saw a video where they are still celebrating Blessed Dudu, and then the whole Bayelsans are taken to wrestling. So maybe later you have inter-town, inter-community wrestling, and then you have that mass participation. They have a mat, a center there, and that is how it's going to be. Hello, Owu, how are you?
Oh, fine. Thank you. How are you doing now?
Fine.
Your colleagues there, the hold up, hook them, have you? That's what really happened in Lagos.
They will be here. You trust them, they will be here.
Can't you? I really appreciate Channel Television for what they have done for this athletes in this Olympic parade districts. I really appreciate them. And again, the last week you say Kessie, you said Kessie will lose. I think Kessie is not losing.
Yes, because of you.
I really appreciate.
Because of you, yes.
Call our Bashir. That is our media officer.
Yeah, you said so. We'll do that when we want to look at the NPFL. There is still time because probably we expect the new CEO to resume. I don't know if he has resumed. We'll do something on the NPFL, and probably we're able to get 1 or 2 media officers or those who are running to give us their experiences and where they are taking their course.
And you must call our Bashir, the media officer of the Kuala United. That is promise from the Channel Television. Hey, I won't do for that one. So that all the Kuala United supporters in the Lagos State to know what is going on in the Kuala State. That's why I say you should help us call him. We know that you are a Rangers supporter and a Manchester United supporter, but don't mind. We don't mind. But we give you that work to do for us, for Kuala United supporter in the Lagos State. Please, I beg you in the name of Jesus Christ.
I've been to Kuala so many times. You remember we interviewed the chairman of the Wrestling Association for Kuala. You remember that we interviewed him here?
I remember.
You remember? Okay.
Bayo Isa was there that day when you people are there together. Bayo Isa, I witness it. Don't let me just go far. I just want you to do what I want.
Okay.
You understand?
It's okay.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, Owo. Thank you. Owo has a way of shooting from the hips, and I tell you, Nigeria is our constituency here. When you do well, we adopt you in Channels Television. That is what we do on Channel Sport on Sunday. We don't have every Nigerian is every part of Nigeria is our constituency. So if you are here, you are here. Your constituents are not there. Just do well. Shoot out. If there's things that we need to support you, there's things that you are doing something that we come there. If you are doing well, we spotlight. If you have challenges, we showcase it, and that is exactly what we do here. So when Kwara were doing well, talking about wrestling, we went there. Kogi, when they went to US to get Fatima Yusuf, we went there to talk to her. We didn't wait. You know all that. So we take some of those results, and we saw that in Italy that it is Lazio that are top, and then whatever. In today is like we said, in France. In Ligue 1, it will be the first, and Messi will be wearing that PSG jersey to play. But let's go to the Bundesliga before we leave that. Okay, but this is the France. Okay, let's take the results for France. Olympique Lyonnais, they beat Nantes 0-1. Nice, the line scoring 4. I remember they beat Lille 4-0 at home. Now they have also scored another 4, and then against Bordeaux, and then Marseille also with that win against the great Saint-Etienne, a great side in history. And today there will be Troyes taking on Monaco, Angers taking on Reims, Clermont Four, another good side taking on Metz. Lens are there against Lorraine, and then Strasbourg will be taking on Brest. So those are let's say PSG is also playing today, so we'll also get that. We've not seen that. They are away. That is Lille taking on Montpellier. While yes, Reims, that is where PSG will start with, or that is where Messi will start his campaign for Reims. PSG are still they are top there. Their maximum points are 9 goals from 3 matches, followed by Nice. Unbeaten Angers and Clermont Four. All those ones. When you see 7 points, there are 2 wins and a draw is what kept them there. So that is the top 4 there. Okay, Jide, Lagos is taking it today. Hello, Jide.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Well, I want to congratulate Nigerians and the entire Channel Television for giving us an up-to-date report concerning the Paralympics in Tokyo.
Thank you.
Honestly, these guys, they have done us good. We should pray, we should combine our effort to pray for them, so that God will give them more ability to perform much more. You can see there's ability in disability.
Exactly.
Physically challenged, where God has canned them, and we welcome there is a good development. And I hope the government of the country will be able to do something for them in terms of incentives that will help them and also encourage others that are coming. And this is a challenge to those that are calling themselves physically people. These who are physically challenged, others are not physically challenged, but they are physically performed more than those ones that are physically challenged.
Exactly. Hello, Judy, are you still there? Okay, that's exactly what Jide is saying here. Like we said, this guy, when you go to the stadium, I think Uche was talking about how, this, our physically challenged Paralympics, how they achieve. They are fully dedicated. If you go to the National Stadium in Sulere, like I said, where you go there, you see them from morning till night training. But then, jumping from Kakemara or Kada or buses, in that state, going over there. Probably maybe the Lagos state government is not too much, and maybe some philanthropists around, maybe get accommodation for them within that Sulere axis where they can stay, put them on stipend where they can, end their whatever, maybe education, NIS, train them where they could go to school, and then that is the thing. We'll be taking a lot of burden out of them. Moving around is already a challenge for them. Talk less of, going there to eat well, to take part in sports. We're talking about they have dietitians. We're talking about when they are sitting in AC, a well-conditioned environment. All right. Let's take up me. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just thank God for the Nigeria selection for winning the group today. Can you up your voice a bit, or maybe the volume from inside from my MCR? Can we up the volume a bit? Okay, sir. Can you hear me now? All right. Okay, go on. I say I'm happy today for Nigeria for winning the gold medal. Okay, yeah. So, congratulate them. I think I thought that the federal government can do something for them. We hope so too. We have 2 gold medals now. Yeah, we have 2 gold medals now. This is the second gold we're winning. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. All right, okay. The government will do something. I know. I think the gold has gone up to, is it $15,000? So it will be for on all across board. Later we'll get there because if you're paying footballers $10,000 to win a match, then you also pay others $10,000. When for every, not when they win the competition, but for each, if they win each match until they get to the final, when I say this is the winning bonus. When footballers come in, we don't pay them. Maybe they win the trophy before we pay them. If they appear in the match, we pay them match bonuses. I mean, there should be a level playing field for all sports. If we are saying this is the template, let it remain so. It depends on how much they are earning. Because as at now, I don't know how much we are getting from each of the sports. We should be able to measure it in terms of whatever. All right. Tayo, how are you?
Aja, calling from Oshodi. You see, I appreciate what you guys are doing and the federal government for not neglecting these people. Yeah. But my concern, what I'm still calling for is asthma problem. Look at the asthma board. They like to be losing. But the fans want them to be winning. How can you think? But 4 players, players are on the you can see like that boy, Lapote and Punga, they are playing fancy ball. Ateta is not a coach. He is not good to support. He just joined Manchester City. And he went to employ such a person to come and lead a team like Arsenal. I think they should sack this man now. He's not a coach. And we love winning. But the board, they like to be losing. Please, Arsenal is not doing the right thing. The board, whether country or who put his name, they should change him. Or somebody should buy his chair. Please, we are master fans. I always quit after any time they lose. Please, they should do something about this thing. No, but like you said, the challenges that I think Ateta has challenges. Before this match, about 7 key players were injured. Seven key players were injured. Where is Thomas Partey wasn't there? I think try and remember a lot of other players that didn't make it. And you now had to play against a 10-man with a bench that is not as rich as that. Probably, of course, I know you are fans. It is, I know how you feel about it. But Arsenal has spent 132 million pounds in this transfer season. They have spent more than any team in England. Let us be frank. Chelsea got the couple, and they started making use of the guy. This guy, Laporte, what is that guy who played from 2? This guy is playing fine football. Ateta did not know how to assess football. He should leave the club until he sees one day. But he won you. When he came in, he won you 2 trophies. He won the FA Cup. He won the charity shield. He did win those ones. Is that what other teams are winning?
while others are winning the Champions League, the Premier League. That's what we want. We don't want them because we won a lot of them.
All right.
We don't want that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I really
All right. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. We're going on a short break. When we come back, at the last we still be open. We want to hear from the fans, and then we also tell you the updates in other sports. Stay with us. Okay. You're welcome back. For those of you who are asking, where is in the house? Well, you're welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ken. Grateful for life, grateful for freedom of speech, grateful for good health. Grateful
for all the goodness that is coming up there. You just saw that the US Open also will be starting. But then, just like last year, Nadal will be missing, Federer will be missing. And the Williams sister says, we are not playing this year. Wow. I will still take your calls, but if you can just run around those who are present, the seedings for this for this US Open. That's the male seeding.
That is Novak Djokovic, Daniil Medvedev, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Alexander Zverev, Andrei Rublev, Matteo Berrettini, Denis Shapovalov, Kaspar Ruud, the Dutch Pablo Carreño Busta, and Hubert Hurkacz.
Yes, Hubert Hurkacz. And for the female, you have Ashley Barty,
Anna Sabalenka, Naomi Osaka, Karolina Pliskova, Elena Svitolina, Bianca Andreescu, Iga Swiatek, Barbara Krejcikova, Gabriel Muguruza, Petra Kvitova.
And Petra Kvitova. Almost all of them here has won one slam or the other. Yeah. Pikova, Muguruza, Iga Swiatek, Andreescu, Ashley Barty, Naomi Osaka. So I think that is the thing. Okay, Shegun is right here. Hello, Shegun. How are you? Shegun missed the call. Shegun, do call back. Djokovic. Is he going? Does it look like 21? Number 21 loading?
Yeah, I think it's the obsession that will prevent him from getting that 21 this year. The obsession of a Grand Slam. You know, after doing the unthinkable in Roland Garros, becoming the first man to win double.
Yes.
And he was gunning for that golden Grand Slam. And you could see the disappointment when he lost in Tokyo. And of course, he has said, if it means winning something for my country, you give it another shot in Paris 2024.
Oh, yeah.
So now, Golden Grand Slam is off the mark. It now wants to do something. The calendar Grand Slam.
Yeah.
You know, twice he has held all the championship once. So now he wants to just, that calendar Grand Slam, that is the obsession that is driving.
All right, let's go to Benue. Garba is there. Hello, Garba.
Good afternoon, Claire.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I know I'm good. See, quickly, my take on this Paralympics, the Nigerians that get medals for Nigeria.
Yeah.
I want the government to keep on encouraging them. And secondly, within the country, they should be organizing tournament for them, even if after 2 months, 3 months.
Exactly.
All over the country, maybe they assemble them in a kind of state so that they can test their kind of ability.
Yeah.
And with that, you can encourage them. To be honest, I traveled to, I think one of these mothers said, either Kano or Kaduna. I saw them playing football. It was encouraging.
Wow.
Watching them is encouraging.
Yes.
You will love it when they are playing. You will be they will encourage you to try and do more in your life when you see the way they are doing it. It's amazing. Honestly, I saw it. I watched it once. Either it's Kano or Kaduna. I say, I watch it.
They're in Lagos here. Yeah. Okay, you are in Benue, Garba. But those of us in Lagos, if you are moving from the mainland to the island, you will see them.
I'm telling you, very interesting. Then lastly, issue of this Premier League.
Yeah.
I'm a Liverpool fan. I was not happy yesterday.
Why?
And this is the beauty and sweetness of EPL. And I want it to be kind of someone from maybe not traditional top 6. Any other team to carry it. And that's my prediction. That carry the EPL will not be more than 2 to 3 points this season. I'm saying it. That's my word today. And anybody that will opportunity to carry it, the gap will not be much.
But
you cannot be led by 2 points, 3 points, 5 points.
So it's going to be an exciting season.
Yes. Seriously. And lastly, I salute the coach of the Chelsea. He's a tactical coach.
Yeah.
He makes sure that there is a cross down. Nevertheless, congratulations to them. It's not easy to come to Anfield with that momentum crowd to get a point.
Yeah. Thank you, Garba. Tuchel is a very, very good coach. And like we said, himself and club, they came from the same... which club there was?
Dortmund.
No, before they got to Dortmund. Mainz. Yeah. They were in... The club left Mainz and went to Dortmund. And then when he left Mainz... Tuchel took over. When he left Dortmund, Tuchel took over.
So it's only PSG they've not.
So it's only PSG and whatever. So both of them are, they are from the same stock. So it is, they understand themselves and whatever. And Tuchel is an exciting young coach, and that is the thing. And he's so fluent when he talks without bitterness, smiling and talking there. Okay, Paul. Let's go there to Ada. Hello, Paul, how are you?
Fine, everything.
Fine.
Please, I just have a little thing to say. It's about our Paralympics athletes.
Okay.
So I congratulate them and I wish them well to this Paralympics game. I wish them well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Paul. I love Nigerians are wishing them well.
Yes.
But the wishes. What can those who can do something about it?
Okay. Take for instance the power lifters.
Yeah.
They have corporate sponsorship called I think WAMCO, and but the para table guys no sponsorship.
Okay.
In fact, none of them was adopted, save for maybe Lagos State, where Amekoli Osho plays at class 4. Again, he will be playing tomorrow the teams event, and also we'll be having 2 matches on Tuesday for class 4, 5, class 9, 10. So I think the challenge from what I've seen, because I watch virtually all their matches, and we've conquered Africa. Say for class 4, class 5, where Ishao is the second best to the Egyptian, who of course will be playing the finals. We've conquered, so they need to play more tournament outside. Just like our Ebu table tennis guy, Aruna Kaudri, Bode, Omotayo, Funke, all of them are virtually based outside.
Yeah.
So because some of them were telling me that some things the tables were faster, the balls were moving faster. They saw what it's like. Even the Ukrainians are not even dominating, because when they tell you what they train with, so they need that exposure. They need to get out of this shot to get
it. Kessie, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How is Plateau?
Plateau is fine, sir. No problem.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. My question goes like this. This CR7 coming back to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I'm a Manchester United fan.
Okay. Are you happy?
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very happy. I'm very, very happy.
Okay.
My question goes like this: which jersey is he going to wear? Yeah.
Okay, which jersey is going to wear?
Yeah, because
Cavani already has number 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Cavani is wearing jersey number 7 now, so I don't understand.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Probably myself and Okbe can put our heads together from the things we have gathered so far.
Naturally, you write for a waiver, a special dispensation, and stating clearly your reasons. So the committee will review if it's a valid reason, it will be accepted. If not, nobody will attend to that.
Because they've already registered.
Yes. The only thing also, the only available option also is before the end of the transfer, before the transfer window closes, because you have so many attackers now, Cavani is going down the pecking order. So except you get a club again for Cavani, so that
unless you sell Cavani,
yes,
that is
or it goes out on loan.
Or goes out on loan. That means unless that number 7 is vacant, there is no way that Cristiano Ronaldo can have it.
But they need to apply first.
Okay, but they said but people have applied before they didn't give to them.
That's why it's it's at the discretion of that board.
Yeah, because this is purely commercial reason, CR7. But then people said that when he was in Sporting Lisbon, he did wear number 28. You know, and so
you
that's
you
an
have
option.
so many reasons. Talk about the Chelsea keeper that was in Arsenal, Sheikh.
Yeah,
when
he
he got to Arsenal,
yeah.
he said, look, because he's the spine of that team, and you have, is it 23 or 32 nerves, that is why he's choosing that number. So Ronaldo can also think of something, or they could think of something very ingenious to him and let him pick that number.
Okay, Kingsley, hope you are hearing that. Where people have applied before, they said it is a difficult thing, but like you said, if you ask first and see whether they are going to deny you, but then or you ask and see if it shall be given unto you. So that is what is happening here. But then, like we said, the Ronaldo effect is, I tell you, is a blaster. Manchester United rose by 8%. 8%. They made that is the value of their stock. Okay, let's still go back to Plateau because I have Salama there. Hello, Salama.
Good day, man. Good day, sir.
How are you?
We thank God. I'm happy to hear this discussion.
Okay.
Please, I just want to say something concerning our football.
Yeah.
I beg this qualifier for World Cup. They should allow the coach to decide who is going to play for him.
Have they not been deciding?
So that ball. Because tomorrow we will started blame coach. Minister will bring their hello?
Hello, go on.
Okay. You allow minister will bring his candidate. The governor will bring his candidate. Everybody will bring their candidate. Okay. So now they allow the coach to select who is going to play for Nigeria. That World Cup is very important for Nigeria. All these athletes you are talking now, that one has happened. But the World Cup is coming now. That World Cup, we need it. We don't want to be absent in that World Cup. We need that World Cup. Let them give coach chance to play the player he needs so that everything will go normal for us.
Okay.
It's not a small team. So we need something that we are going to. Nigeria will achieve from there.
All right, thank you. But I don't think anybody has been
I want to disagree with Saldana. The thing is, the manager is in charge. Nobody can force any player on you. And I keep repeating,
tell him. Maybe he doesn't
the example
just tell him.
Carlos Queiroz,
yes.
The Portuguese guy,
yes.
Manager. When he was in charge of South Africa, they were trying to impose some players on him, and he walked out from that job. He said, if as a manager, I am not responsible for the team selection, then I'm not fit to sit on that seat.
You forgot going to 2002 World Cup that Luis Felipe Scolari was the coach of Brazil.
Yes.
When they first gave him the job, he invited Romario,
yes.
and Romario turned down him. The next day, Romario was playing for his club. So he knew Romario intentionally didn't want to come. So when the list came out and Romario's name was not there, everybody in the country...
Even his mom. He holds the mom in high regard. That was why I didn't take the job in England
yes.
then. Because when he was about to be named, the pressmen were already in his mom's
he was
home in Brazil. So he said, no, you can't do that to his mom.
But then even the president of Brazil, write this down, the president of Brazil called Scolari and said, Scolari, why don't you listen to the people? Take Romario to the World Cup. And what did Scolari tell the president? He said, Mr. President, Brazilians elected you to do a job. Do your job. They asked me to do my job. I am doing my job. He left Romario. He took other players, took Ronaldinho, took Ronaldo to the World Cup, Cafu, and he won the World Cup. So it doesn't really nobody. The coach should be in charge. It doesn't really matter when you when you delegate. Responsibility must go with authority to get these things done. So that is the thing. So Sadana, like you are saying, Raw is totally in charge. It's in charge. The only thing they are doing that they are still owing him. When they pay him his salary, probably that is it. All right, we are closing. What?
Passing short to Sardana and other people who have that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
98, the Italian Prime Minister asked the late Cesar Medina that he should find a way of playing and the number 10 then,
So,
Baggio and the Peru.
Yes.
And he said, look, Mr. Prime Minister, with due respect, I know you are more of you are more of a sport-loving hockey fan than football. Please leave me to do this job.
And he never take offense
at all.
So when they say, look, do you know I'm a minister? Do you know I'm a president? You don't take offense. It is a division of labor. Know where your responsibility lies. When you delegate responsibility, it gives the authority to perform that particular function. We are smiling as they are making us happy. Like the fans have called, we pray that we put smile on the face of our Paralympians. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Have a blessed Sunday.